Hey Scorpio, and welcome to Cottage of Cups. I am Sally and I'm going to be your tarot reader for today. So, just a little heads up, this is my very first YouTube channel. It's also my very first series of videos that I'm uploading. So, if the lighting isn't perfect, if the audio isn't that great, if I'm a little bit clunky, please bear with me. I am learning and growing as we go, and I'm kind of enjoying the process as well. It's really refreshing to be a student. So, what you can expect from Cottage of Cups going forward are monthly tarot scopes where we basically check in with the energetics for the month ahead. And today we're actually working on July, as you know. So, we're going to kickstart with a couple oracle decks, not oracle decks, a couple oracle cards. And then we are going to get a little bit more depth and clarity with the tarot cards. So, beautiful angels and spirit, please can you tell us what does Scorpio need to know and hear for the month of July? Okay, Guardian. So right now you are divinely guided and protected. Let me show you this card. It's actually quite magical. There's a lot of light and there's this being just looking down on you. So whether you have heavenly loved ones or your spirit guides, your spirit army, they are with you and guiding you every step of the way. Any other messages that want to come through, angels? Growth. Okay, so they may be assisting you during your growing journey, perhaps growing pains. But right now you are going through a cycle of growth. Let's check with the other deck. What other oracle cards want to come through, beautiful angels? Extremes. Interesting. So you might be going through quite a extreme change. I'm seeing quite a lot of heat in this card. This body is sweating. There's like a very hot moon. So perhaps you are feeling a little bit frustrated. Your temper might be rising. Maybe you're feeling a little bit extreme in your emotions. Perhaps the conditions that you are going through are a little bit extreme, but if not, maybe it's quite internal, feeling very like up and down, hot and cold. Any other messages that want to come through, angels, for Scorpio? Any other messages? Okay. We have power. So although you may be going through this extreme change or extreme internal emotional roller coaster, you are going through a reclamation of your power. And I think that guardianship that you have, this divine guidance, is also a contribution to this power. It's making you feel very strong. Okay, let's check in with what the tarot cards have to say. I like the messaging that's coming through so far. It's quite deep and powerful, as Scorpio always knows best. Beautiful angels, what is the energy, the overall energy for the month of July? What is the overall energy for the month of July? Okay, Ace of Wands, a new spark of energy, a new sense of passion and vigor, a new beginning. Perhaps this is the change that's happening. Can you tell me why is the Ace of Wands here? Okay, we have the Fool reversed. So there is a definitely change happening around you, right? We have the extremes card, we have the growth card, we have the reclamation of power. And the ace always represents just a clean slate, a new beginning. And it's something to do with your passion, your creativity, also spirituality. But the Fool reversed is saying there's almost a resistance to take this leap of faith. So this change that is happening around you is imminent, but it requires a leap of faith. Trusting that the net will catch you. And perhaps that's why there's this extreme energy, right? It's almost as though one day you feel courageous, the next you feel a little bit fearful. It's very up and down. And so there's this resistance to take this leap of faith. There's this resistance to this change. A little bit of fear. You know, stepping into the unknown is scary, but the new beginning is imminent. This change is happening. And it's something to do with your internal passion, creativity, almost like your zest for life. Perhaps a passion project that you've been putting on the back burner. And it's like you have this spark that's ignited. What to do with the spark? That's where the resistance is. Okay, the energy, your energy for the month. Okay, Spirit, why is this here? 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Alright, so a couple cards have flown out here. So we have the 7 of Pentacles, which always speaks to, you know, planting the seeds for today and having the patience to wait for it to grow. Investing in something, but it's got this energy around being patient, taking your time. Then you have the 4 of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the 10 of Swords reversed, which is also speaking about like resisting an ending of sorts. So there's definitely a new opportunity coming your way and offering something that's going to be very emotionally fulfilling. You're going to be reaching a milestone. You're having to wait for it. You're having to really tend to your garden, tend to your seeds, water your garden in order for it to bear fruit. But it's around the corner. You're going to be celebrating a milestone. This thing's going to come through. But there's something in your energy that is resisting this change or resisting this ending in order for the new beginning to start. Perhaps there's a little bit of impatience around waiting. I just want to clarify what is this energy here, Spirit? Where is this resistance coming? Where is this resistance coming from? Okay. We have the 9 of Wands. The wounded warrior. Okay, you might not okay. You have been through it. Okay? You've had to really work very, very hard for the position that you are currently in. And you almost feel like you've lost your spark. You've lost your energy, your life force. And that's why you're resisting this change. It's almost like when this new opportunity comes in, you feel like you don't have the bandwidth or the energetic capacity to pursue it, to give it your all right now. And so that's where that like patient waiting energy is coming in. It's like you just want to hold your horses right now. You don't have the bandwidth. And that's why you're resisting taking this leap of faith, because you feel like you don't have the bandwidth to do so right now. Yeah, and then we have the Temperance reversed. So it's definitely this delay. Patience, waiting. Not right now. That's the energy that's coming through. But this thing is orbiting you. Whatever it is, whatever opportunity, financial opportunity, career opportunity, new passion project, whatever it is, it's orbiting you. It's wanting to come through. Okay, angels, can you tell us what is the block or the challenge for the month of July for lovely Scorpio? Okay, we have the 3 of Wands, so taking the step towards the direction of expansion. That's the challenge, which is exactly what we've been saying. Why is this here? Can you clarify, angels? Why is this the challenge? The Lovers reversed. Having to make a decision. Eventually going to reach a point where you're going to have to make the decision, and you're going to have to take that first step, that leap of faith towards expansion. You're looking out at the horizon, but you're not quite ready to make the decision to take the step. Okay. Yeah, there's lots going on in your head right now. A lot of moving parts. Not quite clear just yet as to when is the right time to take the step, take the leap of faith. Okay, angels, what is your advice? How do we move through this? Okay, the Sun card, returning to your life force energy, feeling like your cup is absolutely filled with joy, happiness, positivity, life force. A return back to self, because the Sun card also represents your deep sense of identity, who you are, that very strong I am. So it's almost like once you've returned back to self, once you've refilled your cup, you feel like your cup of joy, of life force is replenished, then you'll have the energy to move forward with the thing. But can you give me one more card, angels, for advice? Tell me more about the Sun card. Why is this here? Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Yes, once we have replenished our cup, that is when the tides will turn. That is when you will embark on this new, you'll end a chapter and begin a new one. This is the card of karmic cycles. Fortune is changing. There's definitely going to be a table turning here. But the key is once you feel replenished, once your life force energy has returned, and that's exactly the Ace of Wands, right? That's that spark of energy. This needs to return. And once you feel like you have enough energy, you have enough bandwidth, that's when you'll take the leap of faith. Okay, beautiful. Scorpio, please let me know if this resonated. I hope it added value, even in the smallest way. I can't really connect with you one-on-one. Speaking to a camera is a little bit strange, so your feedback will be so welcome. If you can just drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. And until next time, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful for you, and I will see you next month.